Hi everyone. Now, in the last video, we have discussed some of the points about to be the Indus Valley civilization. In those points, there are the sources, sites, and the etc. Now, the point today which we have discussed here, that is about to be the life in the Indus Valley civilization. Okay, what is it? Life in the Indus Valley civilization. Okay, look that some of the also points are including in this life in the Indus Valley civilization. So first of all, the point which we have discussed here, that is about to be the society. Understood? What is it? Society. Now listen that we know that very well. It is widely believed that, okay, it is widely believed that the society was divided into the classes on that time. Basically, if we talk here about to be the Indus Valley civilization, on that time, society was divided into the many classes or the many forces. Okay, now so this is the based on the assumptions. As for we have a given the example here. So assumption of the Mohenjo-daro, Kalibangan, and the next was the Harappa. Okay, basically these are the settlements were divided into the two main parts. If you have taken the example here from the Kalibangan, Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, so these the settlements are divided into the two parts. One of the points here also discussed here about to be the upper portion of the city. If we have decided here to be the upper portion of the city, so that was basically protected by the wall. What was it? That was basically protected by the wall. Okay, and this portion was called the citadel. What was it? It was a citadel. It is said that about to be the citadel, that it is the upper portion or this portion, upper portion of the society or the cities, that was the citadel. Now the ruling class of the people basically lived in that areas. Understood? Basically, if we have discussed here, the ruling class of the people who lives in the town and like the lived in the citadel, then the other parts of the towns was a lower height than the other. So the number one, it was a citadel. That means it was the upper part. It was the upper part of the cities, and the one of the part was the lower. Okay, in these cities, where some of the farmers, artisans, okay, merchants, craftsmen, these types of the peoples are live there. In which area? So basically into the lower area. So from this point, lower part, from this point we have understood that in the upper part the ruling class of the family or the noble family where they live in the upper part, and the people who related with the farmer, who related with the merchant, who were related with the craftsman. Okay, so they all lived in the lower part of this area. Now, two-roomed tenements. On that time, one of the words has been used in your book, that is the tenement. You know that what is the meaning of the word tenement? So tenement means the holy place, usually the inhabited by the lower society, yes, section of the society. So on that time, two rooms were the tenanted with a common courtyard, and where these are the found into attached to the great granary at the Harappa. We know that a great granary was also found in the Harappa and the Mohenjo-daro also, and this suggested that to be the manual laborers are probably basically the people who work in the field of the farm or the anywhere in the cities, anywhere the places. These type of the people who lived into with the tenements. Next point, which we have discussed here, that is about to be the dresses. Basically, in dresses we have discussed which type of the clothes or the dresses were the worn by the man or the woman in the Indus Valley civilization. Okay, we know here the people wore the cotton and the woolen garments on that time, basically in the Indus Valley civilization. In those civilizations, the people who were related with the man wore a garment similar to the dhoti, and the upper garment was a shawl, and which was around where into the left shoulder. Understood or not? On that time, the man who wore the garment, and this was one of the dhoti, and the second was the upper garment, and that was a shawl, or basically this shawl was what? On the left shoulder and the under the right arm. These are the dresses of the man. But if we talk here about to be the woman, which type of the dresses, which type of the clothes were worn by the woman, then it is said that the woman wore the skirts. Which type of the clothes? Women wore the skirts on that time. Understood? So women wore the skirts, and which were held at the waist by a girdle, and the upper garment was the similar to be what the man wore. So which type of the garment was worn by the man, we have discussed just few seconds here, few minutes ago. So this type of the upper garment was also worn by the women on that time. Now if we talk here about with the some types of the jewelry, and which was the worn by the man and the woman in the Indus Valley civilization. So number one, first of all we have discussed here about to be the man and the woman, and that it is said that the man and the woman were the both of them wore the garments or the ornaments, garments not, it's about the ornaments, and many types of the ornaments were the worn by the man and the woman also. So in ornaments, if we are talking here, just like the necklace, you have know very well, just like the necklace, the amulets, okay, and the finger rings, these all are worn by the on that time man and the woman also. Now they use also the gold, silver, and the other precious and the semi precious stone on that time for the necklaces. Understood? Now if we talk here about to be the man, the man kept the beards on that time, and so they cut the hair short or the comb or the quiet into be the top knot, and so the women to be the tied the hair, and they use the hairpins and the combs on that time. How they use the pin or the hairpin or the combs for which purposes, you know that is the point we have discussed here. Next point given about to be the recreation. Understood? What is the meaning of the word the recreation? Recreation means to recreate of the any other things. Okay, so in the recreation, if we are talking here or the entertainment, recreation means what, you know that means to give the some of the times in the funny word. So in recreation or the entertainment, basically this was the important aspect of the lives of the people who lived in the Indus Valley civilization on that time. Understood? So they enjoy to be there the singing, there the dancing, okay, and the indoor games. After then it was a scene having to be the popular. If we are talking here about to be the indoor games, so that was the very popular. And in the indoor games, you know that the dice was a very important. Dice have been the very important because on that time dice was also discovered. So presence of the toys that was made of the baked bricks. Remember here, the presence of the toys that was made of the baked reveal, and that the children that played with the wheel carts, dolls, animals, and with the movable heads, rattles, and to be the whistles. If we talk here about to be the presence of the toys, so that was made of the baked clay or the terracotta. Which type of the toys was made? So this type of the toys were made for the baked clay or the terracotta. In these toys, if we have talking here, so basically the children played with some of the toys. So these were the cards, these were the dolls, these were the animals with the movable heads and the rattlers and the whistles. So these type of the toys were found in the Indus Valley civilization. Okay. Okay. So next point is given here about to be the urbanization. Okay, urbanization. What was urbanization? So basically, some of the points which we have discussed here, it's a indicate that in all the remain which we have found in the Indus Valley civilization, that indicated to the Indus Valley civilization was and the urban civilization. Understood? In the urban, if we are talking here, so we have discussed in the civics that the two types of the word. Number one was the rural and the second was the urban. So urban place was related with the cities or the town. And if we talk here about to be the rural, so that was the related with the village side. Okay. So the all the remains which had been the found on that time in the Indus Valley civilization, that indicated to be the Indus Valley civilization was an urban civilization. So excavations of the several of the cities so reveal that the towns and the cities were the well planned on that time, and it was the utilitarian in their style. Now, if we talk here about to be the utilitarian, it means what you know that this was the design. Look very careful. This was the design and to be the useful or the practical, that the rather to be the attractive. So that was the places on that time the decorative. Okay, so the cities were also divided into two parts on that time. The citadel, which was the rise ground, which we have discussed some minutes ago. Okay, and the lower town, which was at the lower height, and the basically on that time the poor farmer or the workers, merchants, this type of the people were lived in the lower town. Okay, and that was, if we talk here about to be the walls, so the walls were made of the baked brick on that time, and the walls were made of the baked brick only for the one reason. You know that why? On that time floods had also comes up to protecting from the floods. On that time the wall were the built around to be the city. Now, to make the walls, if we are talking here, to make the walls strong and the bricks on that time, what happened? The people were laid to be interlocking to be the pattern. Interlocking to be the pattern means what you know that? So basically it was a jointly formed together by the one part to be the fitting into the another parts, and so this type of the wall was made on that time by the people. Now, one of the point also arising here about to be the citadel. Okay, what was citadel? We have discussed it. Now, citadel. So in most cities, the citadel may have been to be the administrative block. Now, the great granary which was found at the Harappa, you know that it was one of the largest building, okay, in the city on that time. What was it? The great granary was the largest building in the city on that time. So it is a belief that it was a use for they store the surplus food grain. Surplus food grain means you know that when the people basically the grow the lots of the food, lots of the crops. On that time they only take for the survival, and after that the excess food was using for the keeping in a one places. So that was the granary was one places where all of the farmer or the all of the peoples they stored from grain in that areas. Okay, so the surplus food grain was stored on that area. That was the great granary. Now the granaries were the built close to be the river bank. Why? There is a basically if we are talking here now, so basically there are the very reason why they have been the putting the granaries or the making the granaries along to be the beside of the river bank. That is the very reason here. So they were the circular beaks, platform for the throwing to be the threshing to be the grains there. Now, if we are talking here, so near this the platform, if we near these the granaries, okay, so the cracked grains have been also found on the threshing floor, so indicating that the Harappa was the grew basically on that time. Harappa grew to be the wheat or the barley. This type of the crops were the grown by the Harappan people or the Indus Valley people. Okay, that is given to be the great granary.